Hey, welcome back to Branching Out. I'm Curtis Hanlon. This week, we're gonna do a little comparison. Now, this is my old Bullrush remover tool. It's a retractable, serrated, two-sided blade. It's about that big. These things are super sharp, but it's really slow. The rope is very thin, and I can barely get anything out because it just wants to move off to the side. So, our new tool that we're going to give it a try today, this is what's going to be on the video. I call this the Marie Antoinette because they can take a head off. So we're going to pull these things off here. And again, these blades, these come with blade protectors. It also comes with a sharpener. These blades, they're razor sharp. So once again, we're going to pull these off. It comes with like 30 feet of cord here. It has a couple of different positions, so I can narrow it out or fold it straight up to store. I'll probably just store it like that and hang it in some way, shape, or form in the greenhouse. But that's what we're gonna do. Behind me, you can see my pond has been taken over by bulrushes. So we're gonna give this a try. So let's do it. Let's get in there and see how well this tool. This is, I believe, from Vevor. You can find them on Amazon or pretty much anywhere, really. There's a whole bunch of them. Now, I've read a lot of the reviews are pretty good, but we're gonna give it our own try. We're gonna let you see it in person. So let's give it a go. All right, first cast. I guess it doesn't matter. There's not really a front and a back. It's pretty heavy too. We're gonna use that as the up because the rope goes on the inside. Now I heard this thing can come loose, so we'll give it a try. And I also hear that the handle could also loosen up on us. But for now, we're just gonna throw it on in there and see what happens. Just like so. Man, they're really in there. I might have to change the angle. So as you can see, I've done one swipe so far, and it's took out the full thing, but it took a lot of power to pull it. Now, again, there's an adjustment here to give you a different angle. And I hope we can get this. Squeeze these buttons right here and just get it up there somehow. Doesn't look like that's gonna work. All right, I tried to change the angle on it. I'm gonna have to do a little more work on it to do it. The buttons aren't easy to push in here. So there's strike number one. But there's also little bolts here that are also tight too that kind of prevent me from doing it. But we're gonna throw it in again. We're gonna see what's going on here, see how fast we can do this. So there's two swipes. It was a little hard to pull. So if I had a little more torque, or if I had someone helping me, I'd probably just wrap it around the tractor's trailer, the ball on the trailer hitch, just to give it a little tug, because this is strong enough to pull it. It wraps around your hands. But other than that, so far, she's sharp. She's doing some good cutting. Now, it's 30 degrees out here in Southern Ontario, zone 6B, and it feels like 40,000, 40 million, 40,000. Okay, so we're just gonna keep at her a little bit. Look, see, this is what I was saying about said this was gonna get loose. It's not necessary to have. I don't use it that way. Let's hope I don't lose it, but you know, if I do, it's not gonna be a big deal because I do everything with the rope. Now, again, I'm noticing there's some frays on the rope right around the grommet. So we might work on a better way to attach this, like using like an I-link or some kind of carabiner that has a little more power on it. But we're gonna keep keeping an eye on that because that'll suck. If we lose it out in the water, I'll have to go in there and get it. And I don't wanna go in that. Then what I'm gonna have to do, I'm gonna have to get a rake and probably fish out some of this stuff too as well. So let's just keep going at it, see how long it takes to do this. Okay, so that's what we've done so far. I'm going to stop here. It's super hot, so I'm probably going to have to work at this for a couple of days because I am just sweating like crazy. And you can see it's done a nice job. I've only done maybe 4 or 5 swipes, but I'm exhausted. You can tell just pulling it is puts on a little bit of strength and energy there. You're going to need that. So I'm also, I got a little bit of fray here right by the, you can see that, hopefully you can see that, I'll zoom in there. And it's starting to cut the rope there. So I don't want to lose the rope or lose this in the water. So we're going to work on this and see if I can get a better link. I'll take it to work, drill a hole out and see if I can put a better link in there. And then we can pull it from there. I'm also thinking about grabbing like something I can wrap the rope around instead of my hands, you know, instead of going like this and pulling it, because it really grabs around your hands, right? I'm just gonna get maybe like a little puller or something I can wrap it around and give it a good pull so it doesn't hurt my hands. But other than that, the Marie Antoinette so far is the bomb. This is the GOAT of hand removing bulrushes. Like I said, so far I only done that much. Can only imagine if I had a little bit of power. First I'm going to work on the rope, then I might just use the cat to you know, get a big swipe in there and just give it a good pull all the way through. And there's plenty in there to still pull out. We got a whole pile over here. This is way more than I got out of this one here. So do I like this? Absolutely. Comes with a sharpener to sharpen these blades up. And some tools to loosen up the bolts to make it more solidified. I can open this pretty much wide. This is wide open, and like I said, I can move it up a notch to give it less resistance by having these come up a little bit like tighter. So it's going to be more like this angle, like that instead of like that, you know. So it's really pulling against it. And if you've ever done a Bullrush, you'd understand that, man, those things are tough. So stay tuned. We'll come back. We'll finish this video up a bit, and we'll see how well we do on the rest of the pond here. Okay. Okay, I told you to stay tuned. So even though so far I got a, I don't know if I want to grade this, I'd give it a, I don't know, a B+ maybe. I had to remove this rope because it was fraying near the grommet. So I drilled another hole, put 2 master links in here and kind of welded them so they wouldn't get cockeyed when I threw it in, and then my carabiner. Now, definitely want to tighten up this rope, give it an extra little something here. That's all I want to do, is make sure that it's not going to come loose after I throw. But I'll tell you, this thing is sharp. Okay, I cut myself twice, even though I was trying to be very careful. This blade is razor sharp. So we're gonna continue, and just like I said I would, I got a piece of wood here. This is to wrap around the rope like so I can get a good pull on it, because basically doing it any other way, this just cuts into your hands no matter how good my gloves are. So we're gonna keep going. We're gonna try and clean up as much as we can. It is past over 30 degrees out right now. It's so humid. I'm going to start sweating, and I get it so bad that I get it in my eyes. So I guess the bandanas are gonna have to come out this summer if it's gonna be like this. So definitely gonna get those bandanas rocking. Let's get to work. Let's see how it works now. Just like that, we've got a nice swath already in there. With this tool, it shouldn't take that long to do. It's going to be harder to do in the smaller pond because there's lilies I don't want to pull out and irises. But I wanted to point out this right here is a reed, and that other tool I had doesn't cut through this stuff very good at all. It's like cutting bamboo. But with this, right through like butter. So this is definitely working out. We're gonna continue and we'll come back and I'll kind of give you a little bit of a time lapse to see how long it kind of took. I'm gonna spend about 30 minutes and see how far I get. All right, this is how much I got done in 30 minutes. Basically that whole swath right in there. It's hard to get at the singulars. They keep it up on top so you can't get underneath to kind of give it a good yank. But so far so good. I actually really enjoy this thing, other than it says tires the crap out of me. You need a little bit of strength when you're doing this many. Now again, you can change the angle on this so it has less tug on grabbing too much. So create a different pathway, but I'm gonna leave it at this because the buttons won't allow me to squeeze them tight enough in order to put it into the next position. I was able to get into this position and then that was it. So all in all, it's a pretty good tool. I recommend it. I mean, considering the other one I used, not so good. That one I could have been here for a month and still not got out as much bulrushes that I did in about an hour. Because I did about a half an hour yesterday. I did a half an hour today. I'm super hot. I'm gonna go jump in the pool and then I'm gonna go watch a movie in air conditioning. Because that's what we gotta do. Now, it's too bad I didn't do this last week when we had some really good weather. But I didn't know. So this is what it is. Stay tuned. I'm gonna be all right. Okay, we're all done, I think. I spent all week. This week I had Wednesday, Thursday, Friday off. Today is Friday. This is what I used to use, and it's okay for small things. But these teeth here do not cut very well. They just dig in, and then it prevents you from pulling. So this thing is a lifesaver, a game changer. I wish I had a smaller, cheaper version that I could get for a dinghy. Some kind of dredging machine so I can get down in there and stir up the bottom. And the only other thing I have to tell you, this thing is sharp as heck. It will cut you, so use the guards. They come with these little guards and a blade sharpener and some tools to put it together. It was $100. I recommend it if you have an open pond like the big pond. The smaller pond wasn't so great. It could do the center, no problem. But to get around some, like my irises and my lilies, I had to do something different. The other thing was it frayed in the hole in where the grommet is. So that's not a very good way to pull. This thing really does rip your hands apart if you want to pull on it. So I just made a stick and rounded the edges and then give it a pull just like that. It helps with your leverage. And I drilled a new hole with 2 master links and a carabiner. So that's pretty much it for this week. We'll be throughout the week I'll be raking and cleaning and trying to tidy up the pond. But that's it for this week. And I want you to come back next week. I know I slacked off a little bit, and I'm putting on one every 2 weeks now, depending on. I'll try to get them every week, but sometimes things happen and I just can't get to it. I've also filled up the pond with 24,000 liters of rainwater. So I opened that up last night because we haven't been getting any rain and the pond was getting quite low. And it did a really good job of filling up both ponds, this one and almost the other one. So we're looking for some rain and we'll fill up the totes and that's it. So $100, it's called from Vevor, and I recommend it. So stay tuned. Till next week, be safe.